Robbie and Joseph, this is quite the interesting story. This is why I've been hyping it up as well, because it's different. You guys have never met,
Yeah, we've
but
never.
you guys are in a band. You
Never
guys
met.
are in a duo
Yeah,
Yeah.
together.
we make
Yep.
so much music and we've never met.
How did this come about? How did it start?
Well, so before I started to just write music by looking up beats on YouTube and writing to them. But then I figured out that I couldn't get the message I wanted to get across with just those beats. So I asked my good friend Jack. Shout out
Shout out
Jack if you're
Jack.
listening.
Shout out
If
Jack.
you're listening, I asked him if he knew any producers, and yeah, he linked me with Joseph. And after we made one track, we made another and another
And
and
another.
another.
This was just during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, just during
Yeah.
the pandemic, man.
It was
Okay.
just like in the deepest part of the pandemic, and then like
Yeah.
basically our friend Jack, like he sent us a demo, and I heard like this songwriting that was so different. I was like, wow, I need to take this guy. I mean, there's no way that this guy can land with anyone else. Like I can do this record.
Woohoo! How did you make that work? It's something new, something that everyone wants to figure out as well. How can you come up with a track without even going to a studio, without even seeing each other in person? So how does the songwriting process work for Extra Extra?
Okay, so it usually starts with me. I have like an idea for a song. I have the melody and the lyrics, and just some bare bones instruments, and then I send it over to Jay Greg, and he just does his magic. I don't know how he does it. That's why I call him Joseph the Genie. Sometimes he adds that little, that little magic, and I can't even explain sometimes. I don't know how he works, and he doesn't know how I
There's-
work, which
That's
is
true.
which is great.
And that's kind of like the magical part of it. Like we sort of just surprise each other, and then we don't really think about because most other artists, they talk about like, oh, we want to make it sound like this, or we're trying to look for a peg at this. We want to make it sound like Drake, or we want to make it sound like Division or SZA, or like we want to make it sound like the Beatles or something. Like Robbie and I, we don't really have that. It's like surprise me, and it's sort of like a conversation. It's
So
like
there's not much like meetings or brainstorming sessions where you're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. It's literally just Robbie sending you the files. Bahala ka na.
Yeah, honestly, there's not a lot of thinking involved either. It's just like, yay!
Yeah,
Dude.
honestly, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Galing.
Just
Galing,
going
but it
with
works.
vibes.
flow state.
Yeah, it
flow
works.
state.
But it
Going on a
works,
flow state. Yep.
So to everyone tuned in, if you want to try this method of, songwriting, could work for you. Could work for you too. So I want to focus now on the songs. So let's get to it. What's going on? That's the name of the track.
Yes.
Congratulations on this one. It made
Thank you.
waves. It made waves.
That's true.
Was this the first track that you ever worked on together?
Actually, no.
No.
It was the second one.
What happened to the first one?
Well, I
you'll
mean,
know.
you just have to wait and see. You'll know.
Oh, good.
You'll know.
Ooh,
Yeah, you'll know.
mic drop. Mic drop. There's another song in the works. So you're saying, based on what I read, what's going on? The song is about the disillusioned world we live in. Okay.
Yeah.
By definition, that means that you're disappointed. You're disappointed. You're not as happy with the world that we live in. So question for that is, what about this world do you dislike?
Oh damn.
So, when I started writing this song, first thing that came to mind was the memories I had pre-pandemic. Because as artists, this pandemic has been both good and bad to us. One is that we've got all this time to create and just make whatever music we want to make. But at the second time, where do we get our inspiration if we're just locked inside our homes and we're not experiencing life? So I try to look back at the memories and the events that happened before the pandemic, and I use that as the inspiration for what's going on.
And I thank you deep. I love it, man. High five. Well said though. What about you, Jay
High five,
Greg?
brother.
Anything you want to add to that?
I guess like the extra the whole vibe of it is very, very based into like the whole like dissociation thing. We're in like, you hear all of this news all around, and since you're at home and you're not talking to a lot of people, or maybe to some extent like that same thing, like it kind of just goes into your head, and you try to seek like a better time, at the same time be self-aware of like, like being turned off by what's going on right now, and it's a very, very, it's an intertwining of something that's really, really profound. Like that's why I really love Robbie's like songwriting. It's so simple, but it's so layered as well. And yeah.
Yes, yes, I agree
Yeah.
with you on that. And if you look at it like from our perspective, what's going on in Filipino, in Tagalog, is anong nangyayari, which
Yeah.
is something that everyone is saying every
Yes.
day.
Every single day. That's
Every single day. Ano nang nangyayari? What's going on? Right? You also said in the description of the song that it's about having a good time. So what is
Yeah.
that to you guys? Robbie, J. Greg, what is having a good time?
Having a good time. Having a good time is just being with people I love and just exchanging the good vibes. That's why I miss all the gigs and all the events that we had before the pandemic, especially from the We Are Very Done events. We are very
Hashtag
done.
medium. Hashtag
Hashtag
medium.
medium. Those nights. Those nights were the main inspiration for this track, and yeah, I just can't wait for everything to go back to normal and just see everyone again.
J. Greg.
Yeah, nostalgia, connection, all of those things. Like I miss everything, definitely.
Human
And,
interaction,
human
Yeah.
interaction, face to face, everything. It's just so different, and it's hard being in your own mind for a long time, and I think everybody can relate with that. And it's really cool to just like meet your friends again and like see everybody, and like it's just cool. And yeah, like love is one of the things that you miss the most, just like that personal connection. Yeah.
I am loving this. I am loving this conversation so much. I'm learning about you guys, and you're gonna appreciate the songs more when you hear it.
Yeah.
Explained to you guys. You know what I realized? While the
Yeah.
song was playing, if they could come up with this without even seeing each other, without even being in a room together, what more? What more when they're actually in a studio
That's
together?
gonna be crazy.
Oh, ugh.
Crazy.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that, man. I am so excited for the future of Extra Extra. Consider me a fan.
Love you,
So
brother.
let's continue talking about this next song, the one that you just released,
Sun Girl.
Sun Girl.
Woohoo!
When did this
Well,
one
this
come
one
out?
came out just last week, July 16.
Yeah.
July 16. And how was the reception for you guys?
It was great.
Pretty
It
cool.
was great. Yeah. Everyone wanted to know. Everyone wanted to know who is this? Who is this Sun Girl? What is it about? and that's why I told.
Is the song totally fictional, or is it based on a true
It's
story?
based on a true story. It's based on a true event that happened in my life, and I turned it into a song.
So can you tell us who this mystery Sun Girl is?
I know. I can explain to you what Sun Girl is.
Okay.
Because I think everyone has their own Sun Girl or Sun Boys. Yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
this track is basically about it's a person that you've been seeing on and off for a while, and you don't know whether to give that person your all or not. You're like your whole heart to them or not. And the conflict, it's seen in the pre-chorus. It says don't rush because I don't want to risk it all. Don't say that you're different. Can't say what you want me to. Don't say that you're different. Can't say that I'm into you. So in that first part of the song, it was like, are you different? Have you changed? Because if you're not, I mean I can't say that I'm into you. And then those feelings sort of change in the last pre-chorus and chorus. from I don't want to risk it all, it changes to because girl, I want to risk it all. And it goes again. Don't say that you're different. Can't say what you want me to. Don't say that you're different. Can't say that I'm into you. And that can't say that I'm into you. It changes its meaning. So it transforms into me saying, I really can't say what I feel about you because I still do have those feelings deep inside.
Everyone listening right
basically,
now,
basically
everyone
that's what the
listening
song is
right
about.
now can relate to this,
Definitely.
and they're thinking of their son girl, thinking of their son boy, and you just struck a chord for everyone tuned in. J. Greg, this is what you meant when you said that the lyrics of Robbie are so layered.
Super layered.
When you
Super
listen to it, okay, it sounds nice, it sounds cool, it's fun, but when you actually read the lyrics and like he mentioned, okay, first part of the song, I didn't want to risk it. Towards the end, I risk it. Bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real
It's like,
life indeed.
even in lines like "Go first, you're ready, but I'm taking off." Like everything about that, it's just you're ready, but I'm taking off. It's like I want to go all the way, but like I'm not sure. And then like towards the end of the track, like Robbie writes something about that, like lost them out of time. So like while like Robbie's like super indecisive about like are you different, like is this gonna be a thing, and then all of a sudden like towards the end of the song he's just like lost them out of time because of indecisiveness. And like those are things that honestly I feel like whenever Robbie and I like the sad part about making these songs like long distance is we sort of know how each of us feels about like the song, because we're so like we're at a point where we're so close that we get each other's minds, and like we kind of get like how we feel, but it's all super abstract. Like I don't think we've actually talked about like the meanings of songs. We've kind of just like got it just now.
Yeah.
Like putting it into words is a pretty weird experience, I gotta say.
Chemistry. This is the chemistry that I'm talking about. Even though you guys haven't seen each other in real life, it just connects.
Yep.
Match made in outer space heaven right here. So again, Jack, if you're listening,
Jack,
we love you. Thank
You're a
you
hero,
for
man.
giving us extra.
Thank
Question
you,
though,
brother. Yeah.
you can't find out, you won't tell us who Sun Girl is, but does she know that this song is about her?
does she
I mean,
Does she-
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, hopefully.
I think she would.
Hopefully.
I think she would, Rob. So, Sun Girl,
Hopefully.
if you're listening right now, you know. Now you know. Now
Now
you
you know.
know
Oh, you know.
this song is about you. You want to greet anyone? You want to give any shout outs?
Well, before I play the song, we just want to say that we have another single coming up in August. So stay tuned, and
Hey,
something special after that. I mean, something big after that.
something
after that.
special.
So stay tuned. Yeah,
Yeah.
something special after that. So stay
Maybe,
tuned.
maybe you want to give us a little clue. Give us a little hint.
I mean,
It's huge.
I mean,
it's
It's pretty big.
a collection of things.
Yeah.
it's a collection
that's what
of
I can say.
things.
It's a collection of things
Okay, we'll just leave it at
put
that.
into one thing. Yeah.
Could be a collage.
Where can they find you guys online to support your music and
you can-
extra?
You can check our Instagram. It's at extraextra.wav.wave, and our Facebook, it's extraextraduo. Yeah.
What about your
Check us on
personal accounts?
Spotify
You want
as
to plug
well.
those?
Oh, my personal account, at Batman and Robbie spelled with 2 B's and an IE.
Mine is at _ Joseph Gregory. Yeah. So it's all
Okay.
there.
There you have it, guys. Again, extra. Thank you so much. Give them a big round of applause, please.
Nice.
Woohoo!